Hi guys, welcome back to Taste. We're doing lamb and collard greens from the can with rice. I'm having company over and I'm having a nice little brunch for them. So, very easy, takes you no longer than 30 minutes. So welcome to MonteysStyle. Today we're doing Taste with lamb and I'm making my special sauce to go on top of the lamb. It's only onions and peppers in adobo and chili and some olive oil, and that's it. So let's get to work and welcome to MonteysStyle. Very easy, very simple. So the first thing I need you to do, because I've been hearing so much about people not having the ingredients because they need them written down. Easy guys, here are your ingredients. Onion, pepper, you need a can of Southern style collard greens, you need some adobo, you need some chili, and you need a bowl, a cocktail bowl, to put your shrimp in for cocktail, but we're not going to use that for that. I'm going to show you, it's pretty neat. And you need your lamb, freshly cut with the bone hanging out of the end is really cool. So let's get started on the gravy first. So the first thing I need you to do is take your peppers and chop them up just like this. And then once you do that, you need to take your onions and chop them up like that. And then that's it. So now we're going to just move these to the side and we're going to throw them into our saucepan. The saucepan has water, olive oil, and you're going to cook that. You're going to cook it down just like that. Now you're going to add in your chili and your adobo. You're going to add at least 2 tablespoons. Gonna mix that up. I'm gonna get that going. You're gonna put your flame on like sort of low, not simmer, but medium high, and let that cook down. Now, while that's cooking, we're going to start on our rice and our collard greens. I already made rice, which is here. You should always pre-make your rice with this meal. Okay? You should use Uncle Ben's or Carolina's. It's very easy to make. So, what we're going to do is get started on that. I'm going to get these items out of the way. I'll bag them up later. So the first thing you're going to do is open up your can of collard greens. You're going to get your strainer and you're just going to dump it into that. That's all, to get all that water out. Make your life easier. And then to save yourself on dirtying up other things, just put your strainer right on top of your can. It should stay. Now, what I love to do, I'm going to grab the rice. I'm going to move the meat. Bring it over to where I need it. And we're going to start on our rice. Because I need the rice to sit a bit, but we need a plate too. So, what we're going to do is take our rice and we're going to spoon it into our bowl. Just like that. And now we're going to take our collard greens and we're going to spoon it into our bowl. Spread it out. This is an easy way of doing things. Make your friends think that you're a gourmet cook. Look at that. You see that? Get that in there nice. And now you're gonna, the last layer should be collard greens. Spread it in there nicely. See that? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your plate, and you're gonna turn it over, and you're gonna leave it just like that until your meat's ready. So now that's done. So once again, we're making lamb with a great pepper, green pepper, and onion sauce with olive oil, adobo, and chili in the saucepan. That's cooking down right now. So that should be the first thing that you do, is start that gravy, or your sauce if you want to call it. Then after you do that, you already have your rice prepared and you have your can of Southern collard greens. You get your little cocktail glass, or any glass that you prefer, because you can actually use one of these and do the same thing, which is a sherry glass. So as you see, it's still gonna stay warm, and you leave it. Now, since that's done, I'm gonna move all that to the side. Let's get to our meat. So the first thing, I'm gonna heat up my pan. My pan already has butter in it. And I'm gonna lower this down to a medium because butter burns, and it burns very fast. Now look at that gravy, or the sauce inside that pan. It's almost ready. You want to cook it down to it's nice and thick. Just a little bit of water, olive oil, chili powder, and some adobo. Let it cook down. So now you have your lamb. Very simple to do. Butter has a lot of salt in it, so the butter should actually flavor your meat. Okay, but what I like to do, just add salt. That's it. Now as that's getting ready, I'm gonna bring that up to half speed and get that nice and hot. Let's see how that pan's doing. Nope, it's not hot yet, so I don't wanna do that. I'm gonna lift this a little higher. I need that pan to be hot. So now what I'm going to do is add a little more butter. You don't have to use butter. You can actually use margarine or the spray, but I like my pan to be nice and buttered. There we go, look at that. Because I want flavor. So no, I'm gonna put that little piece of butter back because I know I'm gonna use it. So now I'm gonna put all of my lamb in there in a nice, if you're watching your diet, guys, this is not it, because this is a lot of fat from the butter. Put them in there just like that. And while that's going on, I'm going to wash my hands again. And I'm going to start another collard green sample. This time I'm going to use something different. I think I will use, think I'll use this one to make the plates look different. So you can save time by doing all of this while the meat's cooking. You need the meat to cook 1.5 minutes on each side. Once again, stuff my rice. Stuff my collard green. Yes, I'm using the same spoon because it doesn't matter. Nice and stuffed. I'm gonna stuff my collard green. Now once that's cooking, hold on, I'm gonna turn this down. Remember, turn it down to a medium. And I can go back to doing what I was doing. And remember, you need 1.5 minutes on each side of the lamb. And then once again, all I'm going to do, ta-da! There we go. And it's still warm. Put that away. I'm going to put this to the side because I'm going to use it later. Now that lamb is cooking really nice. Have you been keeping your time? The lamb should be cooking 1.5 minutes on each side. Maybe you might prefer 2 minutes on each side. I like mine a little medium. And it's always great to get a cast iron frying pan too. So it's really good. So I don't need the rest of this butter. I'm going to put it away. All right, here we go. That's my first 1.5 minutes. I'm going to turn them. Look how nice that they look. And now I'm going to turn them up a little bit more. I want them to get really seared on top. Okay, now this is when you start your 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. So I start mine now. While that's cooking, you should be putting things away. You clean up your plate at the same time. Best way to do this is to use your time if the food is cooking, because you want to present very nicely. Now both of them should really enjoy this. I usually serve myself last. So now let's check out that gravy. Let's see how that looks. Look at that. That's incredible. Right? That's nice. Let's see how it's going to look on the plate. I'm curious. Now, to check your meat to see if it's the way you want it, you just turn over to see for another 30 seconds before your minute runs out, your minute and a half. Turn it. See what this looks like on that side. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my pan off. Going to bring my gravy. Clean up my plate. And now, I'm going to shake my oil off, and I'm going to leave it just like that. Bring it back to you. That's my first plate. And here's my second plate. I'm going to fix them very neatly and nicely. Going to add just a little more nice hype gravy. Side. I'm going to add a little juice. Look at that. I'm going to clean up the plate. And my meal is ready, and I can serve it. But I just want you to get a peek at what your meat should look like. So I'm going to take a little bit of that. Look at that. You see that color? It's a little pink in there. That's great. Now let's taste it with the sauce. That's good. And the meat is tender, but this gravy is wonderful. And the butter gives this meat so much good flavor. That's good, guys. So, the last but not least is when we lift. There we go. Perfect, isn't that beautiful? And you can do this. You can either serve it like this so people can see what it looks like, but you always leave one on. So when people come to see what's going on, they're like, wow, okay, now I see how he did that. So now you got a full plate plated, and you have one plate fully plated but not finished. So we're done, guys. Hey now, Samana, I want to thank you for joining me today in Taste. It's been wonderful. So here you go, America. It's all for you. And if you want to do a little more to it, you can put some crushed pepper on top. You can just take pepper and crush it on top. It's your style. That's why it's called Taste. Your taste. So once again, guys, here's a finished plate. Here is a finished plate, but almost. So you gotta just pick it up or let your guests do it. So hey now, Samal now, this is MonteysStyle. You have just did a wonderful episode of Taste. I'll see you on the next scene, because we're supposed to be doing oxtails this week, but I forgot, because I really wanted to do lamb, but we will be doing oxtails. So once again, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Buzz, hit me up on Blip. Just do what you think is really cool to see me and make some really good food. So hey now, Samal now, this is Taste, this is Monteys at MonteysStyle.com. I'll see you again. I'll see you later, bye.